Get ready for some real, relatable, and motivational conversations with podcast host Angela A. Love Lewis. Join her and her guests as they empower you to deal with the inner you so you can heal, believe, and lead yourself to the life of your dreams. It's time to take the limits off and experience true InnerVation. Let's get to it.
Hello, and welcome to InnerVation, motivating you from the inside out. I am your host, Angela A. Love Lewis, and I'm so excited today because I get to talk to who I call the superstar. She is someone who is out here making a move, making a difference, helping people not only to become empowered women, but helping them in their business, helping them in their marriages, helping them to become leaders. And when I tell you, she is just such an amazing person, very dedicated and committed to all the things that God has called her to do. She's an author, a speaker, a podcast host. She's out here in education, helping children to, go out here and find schools that are going to help them become leaders themselves. I can't really speak enough of her because her hands is all in so many little things. So we just are excited because not only that, she's part editor-in-chief in iShine magazine. She's a part of A&M Publishing and Productions. Listen, the list can go on and on. I can really read a bio about her and it would take the entire time of the podcast. So I'm just going to introduce to some Miss Rhonda Williams-Turner. Rhonda, how are you this morning?
Hello, Angela. And that superstar, what did I say? That's what you are. So thank you. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I am great.
Awesome. Well, listen, I am so excited to be able to talk to you and listen, guys. Ron and I are in business together. We, as a matter of fact, just found out this morning that we are #1 bestsellers with I Am a Woman Empowered. So it's Woman Empowered 2, Fierce, Fabulous, and Free. But Rhonda was also in I Am a Woman Empowered, the very first version. And so we are so excited and we have a lot of things to be grateful for. And Rhonda, because of that, I want to have you on because I want people to know who this woman is behind the name, because you are doing so many things down there in Florida and we want you to just be an international superstar. I know what you're capable of, but when it comes to motivating and inspiring and empowering people, I know that that's your heart and I know that you really want to see people do well. So give people, I just did the surface, but share a little bit more about who you are.
So as she say, I am Rhonda Williams-Turner and I'm out of West Palm Beach, Florida, where I'm one of those ones that went through the trenches and no difficulties and no struggles. But through God, I am here today and I want to help other women. I want to help empower other women, lead other women, and let them know that the struggle can't stop them. It's their mind stopping them. So don't let the struggle stop them. Keep pushing forward so they can be whatever they desire to be. They just got to think positive about where they want to be. Speak positivity over their lives. I host a show called Lead It, Real Talk with Women in Leadership. We have a lot of Black women that's out there in leadership, and we need to hear from them. We need to know what they have going on because they can empower you to do some positive things. And then I have my Sister Business Connect. It's a Black Sister Business Connect where we're going to be networking all over the United States with other Black women telling their business. And at the end of the year, we'll publish a directory with those women that's a part of Sister Business Connect that join their annual membership. They'll be a part of that anthology directory. That is totally different from what I've been doing. And I'm so excited to get ready to be able to host this and make this more visible for Black women.
Oh, that's awesome. And I love it because all of this, that we're talking about it, we're celebrating actually Women's History Month. And to be honest, so many women now are just rising up and assuming positions in leadership. assuming positions in business. And I really believe 2022 is the year of the woman. As a matter of fact, it just seems like here recently, women have just been stepping into what I believe is just their rightful position, and they are running things and running it well. So this leadership podcast that you have, Lead It, Real Talk, Women in Leadership, is coming out at the right time, to really showcase women who are out here positively affecting others and are leading people well, to whatever that is, whether it be in your physical health, in your mental health, in your business, in your relationships, but just leading you to make great decisions. And that
Yeah.
all lines up to motivating yourself from the inside out. If you can lead yourself well, then you can step out and start leading others. So I think that's amazing. But the Black Women Business Connect, oh my goodness, that is very innovative when you look at it from an anthology perspective. How did you come up with that concept?
Like I said, I've been working with Black women for a long time, and I know that even the steps that I have made in life, that we need to get out there a little bit more. People have their business. How do we help people to expand their business? How do we help people to get the eye from others on their business? So I figured that this was the way to do it. Let's start networking. And to be honest, I think COVID did it. And the reason why I say COVID did it, because it shut us down from everything. People lost their jobs. People, was fired from their jobs because people didn't have the finance. So what women did was, okay, we're not going to sit there. So we decided, Black women decided, okay, I'm going to do, this going to work for me. Social media. All of these things are working, but how do we get ourselves out there? Is it enough just to be locally known if you want to grow your business? So with Business Connect, I decided this is going to be worldwide, Black women from all over. How do we connect with each other and then share our business or get help with creating a business?
Yes, that's great. And, I want to go back to what you said in the beginning about struggles. And I know that for everybody, I don't care what male, female, Black, white, Asian, whatever the case may be, we all have had struggles somewhere in our life. And for a lot of people, they can't get past those things, and for you, I know in our first book, when we talked about stories of strength, resiliency, and triumph, you share, about being a single mother and coming up and having to deal with that. And I think that is a lot of people's story, to have to go through struggle, but at the same time, being able to overcome it. One of my ladies I know, Cynthia Marie, always says you don't have to stay there. And I think that's just so powerful, because you can make strategic moves and decisions that can help you to go past your current situation. So what would you tell someone, Rhonda, who maybe currently is struggling and feel like they can't become a leader or they can't become someone to get to the next level? What can you share with them to motivate them to overcome that situation?
I used to always think that I was a strong Black woman. And when I became an author in your book and wrote out all the things that I was going through, or the things that I went through, and I read over it, and then I was just like, wow. I started crying, and I was like, oh my God, I went through that. But I can tell them to keep pushing. The number one thing is trust God. Walk out with faith. Trust God. But write your vision. Make it plain for you, and not for no one else, for you. What do you want to see yourself? Because that's where it's going to end up with what you decide to do. So write your vision and make it plain, and step out on faith and trust in God.
That's the key right there. I love it. I love it, because the Bible says without a vision, the people perish. And we know that it's very important. And for a lot of people, you may not think that it is, but I'm telling you, it is the difference maker. Writing your vision down and then having faith and trust in God, because it is a process. But also, faith without works is dead. meaning that
Yeah.
you can have faith, but you've got to get out here and you've got to do the work. And so I love that you represent that, because, honey, you one of the hardest working sisters I know. You are out here trying to make it happen for yourself, but other people too. So not only do you have the leadership podcast, not only are you an author, because we just said you did the first Woman Empowered book, you did the current one, Fierce, Fabulous, and Free. And again, we are #1 bestsellers. But you also have the Sister to Sister platform where you talk about sisterhood. So share with us why you felt like that was really important to highlight for women.
Well, being I'm the immediate past president for NCBW out of South Florida, and working with women, it's not always easy. It is not easy always working with us.
Mm-hmm.
And we somehow seem to struggle with doing that. And why? Do we even know why? So doing that and being a part of a sorority that I was in the sorority first, and then just something about the NCBW was just make me felt so much stronger and magical and amazing for who I am. And when I joined that chapter, it built me up so I can build others up. So there's struggle in different organizations, but you have to be able to make others feel extraordinary, beautiful, amazing, strong. We can't keep tearing each other's down. And one of the other things I can say is not just about tearing each other down. It's about, you have people in these organizations that will lift you up. Be a sister to someone. Make it where people can depend on you. Make sure that your word means a lot. Your word means a lot. You shouldn't be out there downing each other. So I thought it was very important for us to get the message out, whether it's good or bad. Maybe somebody don't know how they treated you. They might not know, because that just might be who they are. But you want to write a story about it. One thing I've learned about since I've been doing the stories and the books is that somebody needs to hear your story. Somebody
Yes.
really needs to hear your story, because it can be like, wow, I'm going through this. So in the Sister to Sister book, how do I get past that? What tools can I use to be a better sister? What can I do to not hurt anybody else? So I think that was the kind of vision I had with Sister to Sister, because we have a lot of sisters out there hurting, have been burnt by other women, that they don't know how to get over it. And they'll be like, oh, I don't want to join. I don't want to join no group with a bunch of women.
Right.
I just had that conversation with a young lady, I think it was this week. And she was like, oh, no, I can't join this. Because a bunch of women, I don't do foolishness. But whoever is the lead or the head of that organization, they should nip it in the bud before it becomes foolishness.
Yeah.
No, you can't tell grown people what to do, but you can let them know, I'm not having it here. That's just like the pastor will sit you down if you're not doing correct in the church.
Yes.
If you're a part of the choir, if you're a part of the usher board, but you out there doing things that you should not do, there are pastors that will sit you down. So if you're a leader, you need to say, no, we will not have this. We will not do this in this organization.
That's powerful. It's powerful. And I'm glad that you have put it out there like that, because sometimes people don't understand that, even especially when you use a reference to churches, sometimes people come and even Jesus said, I didn't come for the healed, but the people who are sick. And people need to understand that everyone is not the same. Just because you've been hurt by one person doesn't mean the next group or organization will do the same thing. But until you can move forward and try again, you will never know. But on the same token, there's a responsibility. It's a responsibility for people who are in leadership to say, it has to stop here. We can't continue on with the same behavior. And so I'm glad you kind of spotlighted some of those things out, because when it comes to, motivating yourself from the inside out, number one, you've got to have enough faith to move forward, even if you've been hurt, even if you've had struggles, even if you've been in situations, to know that everybody's not the same. You can't judge everybody the same way. But it takes a lot to get to that point. But again, like Rhonda said, there's a sisterhood that can help you heal. There's a sisterhood who wants to see you win, who wants to support you and encourage you, who wants to give you tools that can help you get to the other side. And that's why I say Rhonda's a superstar, because her heart is there. Her heart is to want to see women come together and do better. And because she's like that, her hands are in a lot of different pots trying to pull it together. And so we talked about her with the leadership podcast, and about talking about helping to develop women into leaders, but also spotlighting women who are in leadership. Then we talked about her sister to sister anthology, but just the platform period, about defining and elevating what sisterhood really is. And I think that's so important. Not only that, we talked about her with her Black Women Business Connect, and really just helping women to get and connect and network with each other, so that we can build even a bigger bond and go forth in the world and truly be great. Because I think it's about collaboration. And I know I listened to a podcast with Reverend Pat the other day, and she was preaching on collaboration over competition. And I think that's the essence of Black Women Business Connect. You want to collaborate. You want to put your information out there and network with people. But again, not just in your area, all across the world, because I believe we can build a super network if we all choose to connect. And this is such a powerful way to do it. But let me not stop there, because not only does Rhonda want you to be a fabulous woman, a fabulous businesswoman, but she wants you to excel in marriage as well. So tell me about the marriage ministry that you have with your husband.
Oh, wow. Well, thank you for that. Our marriage ministry, it started some years ago. And it started because what things we've been through in life. People may look and say, oh, well, they so good, or they have a perfect marriage. Baby, it took God to get us where we at today. So we want to help others. We want people to invest in their marriage. Don't just let it stay where it's like, oh, well, we don't care about each other. Oh, he don't care about me. Oh, I'm sleeping in the main room and he's sleeping in the mother-in-law suite. Come on now, we can do better than that.
We can do better than that.
And if we invest in our marriage, just imagine where our family can be as a whole.
That's powerful.
So when you have the head acting right or doing right, the family will be so better off. The kids, just all of it all together. So we do a lot of different things. We do marriage counseling. We have a site, turnerscounseling.com, and we're doing something here that's going to go worldwide as well. That's called Marriage Award Soiree. And in there, we honor people that was nominated in the county for their extraordinary marriage that they show out there. But I'm going to tell you, there's no perfect marriage. So when you go behind those doors, you don't know what's going on, right?
Right.
And the struggle is real. But if they continue to keep God in it, it will continue to grow. Listen, I've been married going on 24 years. We constantly have to pray. We constantly have to lean on each other. And we have to trust in each other. It doesn't just say, okay, well, we here. That's where we're going to stay at. No, we have to continue to do stuff that's going to make our marriage strong. Then in October, we have our first marriage conference where we're inviting people from all over to come on down to Miami. Enjoy this. We're going to do a boat ride. It's a lot of different things that we're going to put in there for you to invest in your marriage and for you to walk away and say, oh, I needed that. We needed the push. We need it so we can get ourselves back on track. So you have to do that for you. I can host it. We can have it. But if you don't invest in it, there's nothing else we can do. So I'm building ambassadors around the world to host this in their areas.
Come on, ambassadors.
Yes. And then we're going to be doing marriage boot camp where we get up to like 10 couples or from 5 to 10 couples where we're going to be doing the boot camps, taking them out of their surroundings and having this boot camp and just having different sessions. And so they, once again, can invest in their marriage to keep pushing themselves forward and not backwards. And we have the Let's Talk with the Turners that we do once a month, where we talk to another positive married couple, because we have a lot of married people out there. I'm going to tell you that. Or are you out there being positive to other married couples? Or are you out there telling people, child, don't do it. It is not good. It ain't worth it. I thought I was here. But what did you put into that marriage?
Yeah, that's the key.
So, yeah. So we host that Let's Talk with the Turners. We have a Facebook page for that, and we host that once a month. So that's the one with the marriage stuff, girl.
And the marriage thing is on and popping here. You hear me? I love it. I mean, the boot camp, the having people come to Miami, and she done threw the boat ride in there, y'all. So y'all already know that's going to be an appeal to a lot of people, because it is something about, when you're going to work every day and you're in your own environment, sometimes you get comfortable, but you have to invest and do things, fun as well, because when y'all met each other, it wasn't all seriousness. You had a good time. You enjoyed each other's company. And that's what it's going to take to keep your marriage still thriving and flourishing and exciting. We got the everyday thing with the bills and the kids and all of that, but you also want to enjoy great times with your spouse as well. So I just say that for everyone, when I started off and called her the superstar, now y'all know why, because Miss Turner is out here making a magnificent difference in the lives of so many people and giving you the tips, tools, and strategies that can help you motivate from the inside out, whether it's becoming a leader, whether it's, depositing into sisterhood, whether it's talking about your business, whether it is talking about your marriage. She is really strategically helping you in all facets to become the best you that you can be. And so when you see people like that, you can only tip your hats off and say, well done, and really support them and encourage them in what they do, because it requires a lot to have that large of a vision. And so, Rhonda, I want you to, give whatever parting words you want to the audience, and then let them know how they can connect with you so that they can tap into some of these different areas that you are operating in that maybe they can, get additional information about or become part of.
Awesome. Well, of course, when I talked about Turner Counseling, we have that counseling website at turnerscounseling.com. If anybody needs help, we are here for you. We're here to assist you. You can also reach me at the number 4, knowledgeispower@gmail.com, where if you have a question for me or you just want to reach out to me or you need some help with anything, I am here for you. And if you have any questions about, I have all these, you have all these emails and trying to make things happen, you can reach me for the Black Business Connect, bwdirectory @womenbusiness.com.
Awesome. Listen, I want to just personally tell you that I'm so excited about all the moves that God has you doing, and to even extend gratitude for how you are making iShine Magazine a success. For people who don't know, Rhonda is the creative genius behind it. So when y'all say it looks good, it is all Rhonda Turner, because she has that creative eye. She's behind the scenes making it work. And I just want you guys to know that she is the person to connect to. Not only does she do the magazine for us, but she's also creating opportunities for customized things for like graduations or weddings or birthdays or what have you. So please reach out. Go to 4, which is the number 4. So 4 knowledgeispower@gmail.com to connect with Rhonda on the various different platforms. If you need her services, she is the person to watch. She may be in Florida, but baby, in a few minutes, she is about to be worldwide. So trust and believe it. And you can just say that you heard it here first on InnerVation, the podcast, right? Motivating you from the inside out. So Rhonda, again, thank you so much for being our guest for today. We greatly appreciate it.
Oh, thank you for this opportunity.
Absolutely. Again, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in each and every week. We really love giving you information, bringing you amazing people who can help you to rise to the next level in your life. And I love it because she said, put God in it. When God is in it, you cannot go wrong. So again, this is InnerVation, the podcast, motivating you from the inside out. I am Angela Lewis. Please like, share, comment, follow us, because this podcast is going to be a game changer. Trust and believe. You guys have a great one. We'll talk soon.